All right, how we doing today? Once again, this is a second video of the day today. I hope you guys had a good Father's Day. That if you're a father, and if you're not a father, I hope that you maybe told maybe your dad if your dad is still alive, or a happy Father's Day. Wish somebody else or anybody maybe a brother, brother-in-law. I don't know, a friend, anyone happy Father's Day. Okay. And gang stalkers, I told you yesterday, I hope that you had something better to do, okay, other than sitting up there investigating people all day, chasing after people. So let's get right into it here. I thought I'd take a little break here from working out and about. It's a beautiful day in Las Vegas. I want to talk a little bit about Herschel Walker. I wasn't going to do a video about this, but sometimes you have to be very careful about what you put out because what you say and okay, well, let's just put it like this. What you do can come to light, okay? That says that also in Revelations. Also, Matthew 10 and 12, and I have to be condescending of myself. What you do say, what you say and do could be used on the day of judgment, okay? Now, what I want to talk about as far as Herschel Walker was, this guy denied or he didn't come forward, I guess, and mention about this love child that he had, okay? He was married a couple of times, had some children, and then it's to my understanding he had three illegitimate children, okay, from other women, okay? I wouldn't be surprised there's more than that, all right? You guys are in the know. He's supposed to be running for the Senate, Republican Senate in Georgia, all right? A black Republican, which I think that blacks are pretty much non-existent in here as far as the Republican Party in America. And then also the Democratic Party, they're pretty much like almost like at the bottom of the total. When I say the bottom of the bottom, okay? And just I don't think the corporate system is really set up for black men, okay? Until they need you. And then it's kind of like you're the head. And then when they get what they want out of you, you the tail, okay? So I think that, hey, let's face it, politics is a dirty game, okay? Corporate world is not very friendly, again, for many people that look like me. It's what it is, okay? And the woman is getting used as pawns. That these women that are getting appointed, like that girl Karine Steffens or the other girl, the other woman for the SOCUS, Supreme Court, they're getting used as pawns, all right? They just brought in, for what I understand, Keisha Lance Bottoms, all right, that these black women are getting used for pawns. So they're exceptions to the rule, absolutely, okay? But many of these politicians, at the end of the day, they're business people, all right? They're corporate officers. There are many of them, maybe 9 times out of 10 are not concerned about the best interest, okay? And if they are, they're not going to do anything without getting anything, without your vote. Once they get the vote, or they're not going to do anything for the people unless they're going to get something. All right, but back to Herschel Walker. So I guess at one point in time that he had to apologize, all right, about having these children and so forth, and maybe trying to be a better father, which I do admire, okay? But furthermore, about this man, I think that he wasn't honest about his school. Trying to think though, his accolades. Okay, and something about a company, from what I understand, that he claimed it was the largest black company in America with 600 people. That's my understanding, he only had maybe a dozen or a couple of dozen people, from what I understand. Okay, to get some PPP money. All right, so I had bits and pieces of this, and I wanted to put it all together. But again, I told you though, okay, about using what you saying, they could be used against you. And when it comes to politics, and I think when they're trying to find a reason to disqualify you or to taint your reputation, right? They'll fact check and use this stuff against you. Okay. Now we've all, even myself, okay, I came up short at times too, even on YouTube. had kind of maybe beefed up my resume just a little bit, but not too much. Okay. Now I think that if you would have just said, because everybody knows who Herschel Walker is, he was probably the greatest player to ever come out of the state of Georgia. Maybe him and Shannon Sharp, arguably. Okay, Hines Ward, but particularly like University of Georgia, they already know that. And I think if you didn't say that he was a valedictorian, which he wasn't, I think if you just said he went to high school, went to University of Georgia, played at University of Georgia, okay, maybe, I think if he would just said that and didn't say graduated at all, okay, or unless he did graduate, then he still would have pretty much been, that would have been overlooked. But he way over exaggerated that, and then what it does is it gets fact checkers or haters to dig even deeper in his personal life. I think he got a couple of calls on domestic violence, that type of thing. All right. Now, I understand maybe when he was younger, these things happen, but I think with him not being honest, it doesn't help. Especially, let's say, when you are under evaluation, okay, for an election. You're trying to get that high. So you guys need to be very careful. Let's say when you file for a resume, or be very careful of what you put out. If you say the wrong thing, quote your sources. If you say the wrong thing, just apologize. I had to apologize a couple of times to people, or I had to take, these videos down. You know what I'm saying? At times I have to accept responsibility. That's what makes you the person, grow and mature to the person that you need to be. Okay? Again, I don't have it all right, but it's just something to be mindful of, okay? Because what they could do is, all right, who's to say what they could do? They could use this guy, okay, to get the votes, to pump up the Republican Party, and they could throw him to the side and give him a bad report card with all these allegations to it, okay? So it's very careful not to contribute to your own demise. We already live in what they call captivity already anyway. Now that, all right, so be careful about what you put online or whatever, okay? Because now they have ways of finding this stuff out. And let me let you know something else, y'all, why it's on my mind, okay? When this gang stalking program, all right? Y'all thought the man that put me on there, Mr. President, so you thought 2 years ago that you could have all these police cars and all that to come after me, okay, and have all these your little goons and all that with this dark tent pulling up on me and everything, all right? Tried to have my ass lined up twice, okay, maybe from somebody that I wanted to date. See, y'all thought y'all could try to eliminate me or try to railroad me off YouTube. And I'm telling you that, again, what part of what I said that y'all don't understand, that gang stalkers, the panel, I'm not leaving YouTube, okay? And you're not going to do what you think you're going to do, all right? That depends on, that pertains to everybody involved. Now I'm saying that you're not going to do it now that I've practiced the Second Amendment, okay? And I do believe in that, although I'm not trying to promote it, okay, and so forth. You're not going to be pulling up on me. Yes, you're not going to do it. And now y'all want to say, put it in the hands of the courts and all that. You want to preach the right thing when you guys are out here threatening the general public or somebody that is targeted, okay? So when that day does come, when you say that everything that I'm going to do, it'll be used against me, okay? Because what I'll do is, I have a relative, all right, that got some high power lawyers. I have a person that's a commander in the police force, okay? We have a family friend, and I can get my boy's wife back in Virginia who is a lawyer that can have ties in the FBI. I'll do this, and I'll file a deposition. I'll name every channel, okay, and so forth, including you there, Mr. President, all right? Every threat, okay? Every time that these police officers have been running on me, these helicopters and all that, okay? I'll log all that. Every video, by every video, I have a logbook. And I'll file that deposition, because I look at that as a threat. Me being put in this gang stalking program, that's a threat in itself, okay? And again, if I get threatened, I'm going to take action. I'll use physical and even deadly force if I have to. And when that day comes, that's if that day comes, we're going to see who comes out on top of this, okay? We're going to see who gets dealt with, all right? And I'm going to leave it at that. And just as much as you say that I have mental problems, okay, I have people allocated to that, okay? All right? And I'm armed and dangerous, I've been told that. But as much as that, yeah, say whatever you want to about me. All you could do is make me look bad. But as much as that, trust me, if any of your goons or whatever, they come close to me, believe me, okay, you're going to think twice, all right, before you come close to me, okay, or you have anybody that's going to come close to me, because I don't lick your chops, especially you so-called men of God or whatever, okay? That's going to put me in this program because there'll nobody lick your chops, so we don't agree with everything eye to eye, all right? Again, what you think you're going to do, you won't do. And let me tell you something, Pac-Man, criminal investigator that's in love with Young Buck, okay? If you think that I'm taking up space, I won't be leaving YouTube, all right? Get off my channel. What part do you want to say you don't understand, okay? Now I'm done talking. I'm getting back to work. Let me know what you think about this video.